Hi, I'm Derek from Good Times Marine, and I'm standing in an icon of the marine industry. Not only is it a Haines Hunter, probably one of the most recognisable brands in the industry, but it's a 675 enclosed, and it is truly one of the iconic models that have come out of the Haines Hunter factory. I'm with my buddy Andrew. We've been out testing the boat offshore. Unfortunately, it's not as rough as we probably would have liked, but that still didn't change the fact that this hull is incredibly soft riding. More importantly, it's also very quiet riding. There's a lot of glass evidently in this hull. It's got weight to it, plenty of foam to take the thuds and the noises out of it, and it's an absolute pleasure to drive. So let's dive into this 675 and have a look at the key features this model offers. Now, there's a couple of ways you can buy a 675 to get started, the standard model, or you can get the limited edition, which is what we're in right now. Now, the limited edition has a whole lot of extra inclusions, but the key one is the fact you get the 300 horsepower capacity, the upgraded transom. So if you're on the hunt for a straight fishing boat, you could just get a standard 675. There's so many good fishing features in this boat, which is going to make that boat more than enough. But if you've got a little bit of extra budget to play with, it is nice to make the toy a little bit more exciting to hit the water, and that 300 horsepower is certainly one of those key things. At the back of the boat, we've got twin live wells. They're really good size, very generous. Got windows for both of them, so you can see what's happening with the live bait in there. A great feature for this workstation, but it's complemented with this colossal bait board. Now, normally I'm not a mad fan of huge bait boards, but this thing's laid out really well. You've got the two storage areas there. Under here, you've got a great storage area, whether you use that for frozen bait or just throwing gear you want to keep it, stop blowing away, knives, etc. It's a good spot for that. Rod holders, cup holders. It's really well set up and it's well positioned in the back of the boat. The seat here is removable, so if you've got a couple of extra crew you want to take out and they don't want to just stand the whole time, that's where this seat comes into play. But when the fishing starts, the seat easily comes out and can be stored in the cabin. So things like deck wash and lighting in this boat, they're all cool things you need to really think about from an option point of view, and I think no one's going to order one of these boats and not have that in here. Things like this dive door are standard. Now, what I like about the dive door is the sheer size of it. Slides out, easily moved away. Once again, that could just live in the cabin, and I think you could spend almost all day out there with the dive door out. It just opens it up, makes it a lot easier to get those enormous tuna on board that you're all catching. So great feature, standard inclusion in the 675. There's a lot of commentary about battery locations and having batteries at the back of the boat, or having batteries that are basically inaccessible. Now, this is cool. I like how this has been done. There's your battery. You've got one there, one there. That's a really good design. You've got your battery switch nice and handy down the bottom with the VSR access there. If we have a look at how the seating's done up, we've got a space saver frame where an esky can easily go on the port side. On the driver's side, we've got a tackle system here. Now, this has got like 5 drawers in it. So heaps of storage in there for your tackle. Kill tank. Good generous size for the kill tank as well. And pretty easy to clean out at the end of the day. Now, you might be able to hear in the background, we've got this scupper noise happening. Scuppers are an option, but pretty cool feature to have in a boat if you're going to be doing lots of offshore, which is what this boat's exactly designed for. So it's not a standard feature. That's a box you're going to have to tick when you put your order in. Now, right next to me is a work of art. Now, hard tops are a difficult thing for a boat builder to dial in. You can't have them too heavy because it interferes with the stability of rest. You're too light, then you're going to have windscreen blowouts and all sorts of other blowouts. What Haines Hunter have done is go for the heavy duty option. They've got a lot of stainless supporting this hard top. Even at the front, you've got 2 supports in the front, one on the inside of the windscreen, one on the outside of the windscreen, everywhere you look, and these grab rails that have been featured into it are really fantastic as well. So it just makes the ergonomics and the feel of this hard top absolutely fantastic to work with. Speakers are a standard feature that come with the Haines Hunter with the Roswell sound system. Things like the colour coding of the hardtop are a standard inclusion as well. The double row of rocket launchers here, which I think is a fantastic option. This has got plenty of support for these rocket launchers. One of the best rocket launcher systems I've seen on a hardtop. And if we move from here, let's get into the cabin and have a look at some of the cool features at this Helm. So we're just moving this boat into a slightly better location for the rest of this video. And it's a good chance to talk about this dash. We've got a 16-inch Simrad here, we've got the Roswell head unit here, the zip weight controller here. There's enough room here for another screen. I'd be putting a 9 or a 10-inch here. So that's a good amount of screen depth in this boat. I love the setup in here where the control box is set. It's very, very comfortable to sit at. And these Admiral seats are very, very comfortable. They're a standard inclusion in the limited editions and definitely something that you'll really appreciate. Another thing about this hardtop, we've got sliding windows. Believe it or not, some boat manufacturers don't even run sliding windows in their hardtops. I like the fact that the windows don't go back too far. So you've got just good ventilation. You've also got this sunroof on the top here, which is excellent as well. So if you're in a hot environment, you still want the comfort of an enclosed hardtop. You can still get great ventilation in your 675 enclosed. All right, let's just have a look at this cabin because it's quite roomy in here. Now, I'm going to step down into it. So if you follow me down, so just for relaxing, it's huge. It's got lots of headroom. You've got the sunshade here as well. To lie down, I'm 6'2", on an angle, no problems at all. So I think if you're looking to sleep 2 people in here, probably don't be as big as what I am. It's going to be a little bit of a tighter fit, but for 1 person, no problem at all. The wife and kids, I'd have no problem sleeping in here too. So a nice generous cabin to balance out the size of this boat. I think if you're one of the customers that are trying to achieve a significant amount of game fishing out of a trailer boat, the 675 enclosed, its reputation is well deserved. All the mouldings, the way it's finished off, are really, really nicely done. It's just the ergonomics. Everything's in the right place. Everything makes sense. And this hull is brilliant to drive. The running strakes on them are quite small, so it's not a noisy, slappy hull at all. It's extremely quiet and incredibly soft riding under the reputation of what Haines Hunter has. So we want to show you this boat. Come down to Good Times Marine. We'd love to walk you through the 675 and do up a package that's going to be perfect for you.